So yeah, the video continues. So this is the second part of the R20 and R23 benchmark. So I'm still waiting for the single core benchmark to complete before I can run a multi-core. So I just made sure I break the video in two parts so that the upload time of that video does not take too much time. And if you record a longer video, it makes it even harder to make sure nothing goes wrong. So I just made sure the part I captured in the previous video is helpful. So that covers R20 practically in a long chunk of run for the R23 single core. So this video will be where you can see the results for a single core and multi-core for R23. Yeah, R23 benchmark is like super lengthy. It's slow and lengthy. But as you can see, our clocks are still 4.4 and we are hovering around 66 and 67 C, and that's an amazing temperature for a high performance processor. It's funny that a processor in a laptop could be faster than a Xeon or a Threadripper with 32 cores, or even Intel Xeon 3265M, which is like 24 cores, 48 threads, or 20990WX 32 core processor. That's insane. So the final score is 1444. I will run now the multi-core test. So as you can see, 100% utilization on the CPU cores. Frequency is at 4.1. Temps are going up, and it's roughly 78 and 79 C. I think it will continue going up before fans kick in, but it will be roughly close to 84 or 85 Celsius. So I can hear a little bit of fan, but nothing crazy. So we are close to 4.50 gigahertz and 84 C, 83 C. It's pretty stable, decently cool laptop. So expected score is better than 9880H. Let's see how much we get, but should be roughly 13,000 maybe. Now the fans are really kicking in. It's not 100%, but they're, I think, roughly 75% or 80% of their actual speed. We can see that here as well. think there's a fan agnostic, so the fans are roughly at 5200 RPM. I think this can actually go higher. So we are at 85C now. The clocks have never went down below 4 GHz, so that's a good speed for this laptop and the processor. I think Legion 5 Pro also stays above 4 GHz all the time, but I think the temps can go up to 87 or 88 comparatively to this laptop. But I think this is a bigger laptop, but not that big. It's just an inch bigger. This laptop is damn fast. This processor is crazy. I mean, for 1500 USD, you're getting 5900 HX is a steal. I think this will survive for the next 3-4 years easily as being one of the fastest. The problem with technology is if you buy something mid-range now, that will depreciate much faster, but if you get a top-end model for the current age, that will die gracefully. So that will survive 3 years, but a mid-range processor now will not be able to survive for what I would say 3 years or 2 years even. And there will be things which will excite you more just to compare it with. So my recommendation is get a 5800H minimum, but if you can, you should go for 5900 HX. So temps have reached 86C, but we are still above 4 GHz for over 5 minutes. 5 more minutes to go. So roughly 3.5 minutes left. My expectations are high. So just to let you guys know that I haven't run these tests before. So once I have the scores, I will also compare this to the Razer Blade 14 and what kind of numbers that laptop is getting, or even the Zephyrus G15, but I think that one has a 5900 HS, not HX. But yeah, I will find some scores from other laptops having the same processor and see where does this stack up. And plus, I think I don't mind doing a showdown of Legion 5 Pro performance versus G17 and see which one wins. But I think they won't be too far. I think maximum difference would be roughly 5 to 6%, not more than that. So we have reached 8070. The funny part is, although this laptop is like stressing the CPU right now, but because the cooling systems are basically metal components which are shared between the CPU and the GPU, so your metal is shared, and that's why the GPU fans are kicking up higher than the CPU, because both of them are being exhausted and heating up. So that's the reason why you will see even the GPU fans are going really high, although the stress is only at CPU level. But I would think that the laptop top is amazingly cool. You won't feel anything warm at all. Only the part which is near the screen, that part of the deck is slightly warm, and if you put your hands on the keyboard, you will just have a feeling that something is warm, but it's not warm. That's the feeling, and especially that's on the left hand side. The right hand side is way cooler compared to the left one. So I believe maybe the CPU of this laptop is on the left hand side. So we are almost done with the benchmarking, and maybe we can get a score. I'm expecting 13,000, but let's see where it ends up. Yeah, so the final score is 13,038. It's pretty decent. It's fast, stable. Temps are extremely good. So I will continue my testing today, and I will be posting more videos. So I would recommend, if you are looking for a laptop performance for 3060 or 3070 with anything to do with 5800H or 5900HX, Legion 5 Pro or G17 Strix, subscribe and like, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.